Hi, this is Infernal from the German black thrash metal band Desaster, and you are listening to the Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International, and we like to congratulate Metal Messiah Radio for its 13th anniversary.
Infernal, it's a great pleasure to have you here at the Metal Bloodshed. I want to welcome you to Metal Messiah Radio International.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers, yeah. Since 1989, German Desaster have been churning out their unique and unholy blend of extreme metal. And in 2021, you guys are returning back with perhaps your most powerful album to date, The Towering Churches Without Saints. Infernal, I want to congratulate you for this great new album I just mentioned. How was the experience making an album during this pandemic where everything has been locked down or almost everything was impossible to do?
Yeah, but it was a real pleasure that we could meet at the rehearsal place, rehearse for the upcoming album, and we also recorded at our rehearsal place, so the pandemic doesn't affect that whole process not that much. So we had time enough to drink, to play music, record all the shit, and it was a real pleasure meeting those guys of the band. Of course, you couldn't meet much more people, but it was great to meet the other guys of the band and make music together and record this album, and I hope that you can listen to it and feel the pleasure and the passion we had while recording.
Okay, Infernal, you're also part of the heavy metal band Moon Towers, which also have released a new album last year, Crimson Harvest, independently. How are everything with the band, the Moon Towers, and what has inspired you to become a metal musician?
Well, of course, when we started with Desaster in 1989, we were just kids, banging around, and we were huge Venom fans. We wanted to produce as much noise and do a great show like Venom did, always live, and that was the beginning. And yeah, the beginning of Moon Towers was 4 years ago. I had so much riffs which I couldn't use for Desaster because they were not evil enough. But they were too good to throw away. So I started Moon Towers with a good friend of mine who was playing in the band Metal Inquisitor, perhaps you know, also a band here from our hometown, Koblenz. And yeah, it was always a dream of me, making some normal, slow, heavy metal music and to have a good singer, Of course, I also like extreme metal, but my dream was ever to have a normal heavy metal band. In the beginning, I wanted to have a good-looking female singer with big tits, but I couldn't find some woman like that. So
what happened to Doro?
What?
Doro Bash.
Yeah, she's too small, So I'm a big guy, so Doro is too small. Yeah, and I found the other guys, and we founded Moon Towers, and I enjoy it a lot. It's not the project, it's a real band, you must know. I put so many passion in it too. So it's great to have two bands now. And unfortunately, the lockdown and all the pandemic shit hindered Moon Towers a lot, because last year, as you mentioned, we released our new album, and we couldn't play live, we couldn't promote the album, we couldn't sell the CDs and the t-shirts to the fans. So it's a pity, but I hope that soon also for Moon Towers, the gates will be open again.
I'm sure. As we just said, Infernal, the band was formed in 1989. And after 30 years, the band have released 9 full-length albums. 3 EP splits and live albums. How was the band formed? What's behind the name Desaster? And what have you done to celebrate the 30 years anniversary?
Well, when we started back in 1989, we just bought our instruments and we wanted to give it this all noise a name. And it was the band band Destruction from Germany. They had a song called Total Disaster, and disaster was misspelled. It was the German spelling, and they did a mistake, and we just named ourselves after this mistake. And it's a German catastrophe, is it called? Really? Yeah.
Okay.
That was how it all started. And yeah, the inspiration is still there. We have still the fire burning in our hearts. We have metallized blood flowing in our veins, so we can't stop. And even after 30 years, we are still around. And yeah, our 30th anniversary, we celebrated with a 7-inch single called Black Celebration and made a little concert here in our hometown with a lot of friends, a lot of drinking. And it was great. It was great. And we are still hot. We don't look any more good, but we are still hot and love to play metal, Cheers.
Knowing the band for so many years, I believe that you guys are stronger than ever.
Oh, thank you very much. That's cool that you recognize it. I also think that on the new album, all things which are important for Desaster are mixed together in a very good combination. It's a pleasure to listen to the album.
Infernal. Don't you mind to present us the current band lineup, please?
Yeah. So we have the singer Sataniac. He joined the band in 2001 when our old singer left the band because of personal reasons. And then we have Odin, our bass player, the godfather of Valhalla, and he's in the band since 1992. And now we have a new drummer called Hont. He is in the band since, I think, 3 years now. And we are very glad to have him in the band. He's a very skilled drummer, He can play real fast, but also epic stuff. Very good. And that's me, the old fart Infernal. I founded the band back in 1989, and I'm still here.
But so one question before we continue. What happened to drummer Tormentor?
He joined one of his favorite bands, Asche, death metal band from Holland. And then he also joined Sodom, the famous thrash metal from Germany. And so he had no time to play for Desaster as well. And so we had to make a very, very hard decision, and we had to get divorced. Also, we really pity because we are still good friends, but that was the reason why.
Okay, with 5 years of gap elapsing since your last album, The Oath of an Iron Ritual, which was a very excellent album with 10 tracks with barrage of uncompromising metal, including killer tracks like Proclamation in Shadows, Haunting Siren, and of Tyranny, Damnatio ad Bestias, Conquer and Contaminate, and many, many more great songs on this album. I mean, how has this album been accepted, and how was the album cycle promotion gone for the band? I mean, the shows, tours, and festivals, further.
Yeah, it was accepted very well. We did a lot of shows after the release of the last album, The Oath of an Iron Ritual, and we played all around the world, which of course took a lot of time. And yeah, so the songwriting process for the new one, Churches for Saints, took a little bit longer than usual. So the fans had to wait 5 years until now the new album is out, and I hope it is worth waiting.
I'm sure. Desaster will release, talking about this great new album, their 9th full-length studio album, Churches Without Saints, on June 4th, 2021 through Metal Blade Record. And give me the chance to say thanks to Nicky Law and to you, Infernal, for this interview. This is the band studio album released, I can't remember now. So many studio albums released via Metal Blade Records. Talking about the 2005 Angel Whore, then you released 2007 Satan Soldier Syndicate, 2012 The Arts of Destruction, the 2016 The Oath of an Iron Ritual. How is the relationship among the band and the label? I mean, in support of this new release, just days away before the album will be released.
Yeah, we have a very good relationship to our record company. Of course, we were very, very proud when back in 2005 we were signed by Metal Blade Records, a record company where Slayer were on in the past. That was a fucking great honor for us to be on the same label. And yeah, we have a very good relationship to the record company, but we are free to do what we want. The record company doesn't come and say you have to release an album every second year. You have to go on tour 4 months in a year, you know. No, it's our freedom. We can do what we want. And if we want to go to the rehearsal room and make music and make noise and want to release a new album, then we say, yes, the time is there. We do it. Of course, the record company likes it.
Talking about this great new album, for a first preview of Churches Without Saints, a video for the new single, Learn to Love the Void. And the second single was just released May 13th, the track for Endless Awakening. What can you tell us about these two videos? And if you want to describe the album tracking list for us, please.
Yeah, so you have mentioned it. We released Learn to Love the Void first. It is also the first track on the album. And now the last track on the album was released as a video clip. And yeah, it shows the whole variety of the new Desaster album. Learn to Love the Void is a fast banger, a fast speed, fresh song with black metal elements. And the other song, Endless Awakening, is more epic. It has some medieval feeling in it. And that is a good method to show the people what the whole concept behind Desaster and the new album is, you know. We don't have only fast tracks. We are not only a black metal band, but we are traditional thrashers, and we also love old epic heavy metal bands like Manowar and bands like that, and we worship those bands, and you can listen it when you listen to Desaster as well.
Okay, would you like, especially for fans that, know the band, that have buy the earlier albums, and also for fans that don't know the band Infernal, Churches Without Saints, what can you tell them about what to expect?
Yeah, you can expect a huge mixture of traditional heavy metal music with all great genres like speed metal, thrash metal, black metal, of course. We also have death metal elements. Just listen to our singer. But we also have some epic tunes, slow tunes. So everybody who was into Desaster before will love this album. And everybody who was not into Desaster, I hope that he will hate us eternally.
Infernal, the record was tracked in the band rehearsal room and was recorded, mixed and mastered by Jan Heinzmeyer. How long was the recording process gone by Janos?
That's a German word, Gensheimer.
Gensheimer.
Yeah, it was not that long because when we go to the studio, because we are always very good prepared, we rehearse a lot before, and so the recording process was very fast. I think we only took, 2 or 3 weeks to record it. The mixing process was a little bit longer because we had some discussions about the sound, but on the whole we are very satisfied with it now at the end. I think we have managed to catch our original sound, and yeah, I think it's a good sounding record. We wanted to sound it like some old school stuff we love, and we wanted to sound it more organic and natural, and I think we did it.
Was this your first work done by Janusz Heinzmeyer?
Yes. He was always mixing us live. He's also the live mixer of Asphyx, and he's a cool guy. And it was his first very big production, I think. He also did a Metal Inquisitor album, the last one. And yeah, I think he did a good job.
So he already know the band by mixing live with you guys, or for you guys.
Yeah, so he knows our mistakes,
Yes. Okay, to go to the last part of the interview. Yes, Koblenz, Germany-based black thrash metal band Desaster have made their long-awaited masterpiece available in different formats. Please tell us and all the band's diehard fans in how many formats will the album be available, and who was responsible for doing the album cover artwork, Mr. Infernal.
Yeah, it was Marcos Miller is his name, from Brazil. He's an artist, and we already worked together with him for some t-shirts, and he did a very good work with the album cover, I think. And okay, the album is out on a lot of formats, I think. I think it's in the modern times. It's not only CD and 1 vinyl version. I think it's 9 vinyl versions. We have some colors and some some picture discs, and I'm not too happy with all those different formats because my record collection is big enough, so I have to to make some place for all the new Desaster records right now. But yeah, it looks very good. I really enjoy the cover. I like the cover a lot, and I think also the t-shirts, and we were doing some patches and some flags with the album cover, and I think it looks very good.
Okay, great. I see the picture here with a t-shirt with all the color. You just said that this will be available. They are so beautiful, Infernal.
Yeah, I hope the fans will like it, and they don't need to buy all the versions, Buy one version so we are satisfied.
Okay, Churches Without Sins is a typical Desaster old school black death thrash metal album with a lot of aggressive but also great atmosphere and epic tunes. Infernal, I want to thank you very much for having made this interview possible, and I want to hand you over the microphone of Madam Messiah Radio for you to invite all the fans and friends to support the band, to buy the band's previous albums. Make sure to buy this grand new opus, Churches Without Sins, which will be released this coming June 4th, 2021 via the Prestige Metal Blade record. Infernal, before we leave, my last question. Seeing all this COVID thing and all these restrictions, all these shows that has been canceled last year and all the shows that already has been canceled this year as well, how is the vaccination going in Germany, and do you see any possibilities that you guys can start doing show for the end of this year?
Yeah, I really looking forward. I really think that we can do shows at the end of the year. Whole vaccination process in Germany is very slow because Germans are very strict. You have to fill one formula and the other formula and the third formula to get your vaccination, and it takes so much time. But it's going on, and I'm really looking forward that we can play live. And we are looking forward to promote the album, play live. But one thing I want to say is we are not a professional band. We are just playing our passion, and so if you want to listen to the album, just steal it or download it illegal. We don't care. Just support the bands who really need your help. There are so many musicians. They're suffering now from the fucking situation. So please support them. But if you have some money left, okay, buy the new Desaster album, Churches Without Saints.
Okay, Infernal, but for 2022, you guys already have show schedules?
Yeah, we have some plans to do. We hope that we can do them all. I hope that whole situation is better than on the whole planet and that we can play again all around the world. That would be great.
Yes, I always go to all the European festivals, including Germany, and I love being in Germany, and thank you guys. I mean, every time that I go to Germany, I always feel so happy because I very good treated by the German peoples. It doesn't matter if they are metalhead or not. As soon if I go to the town, let's say perhaps when I reach Wacken, the people from the Wacken town, how much they give you love, especially they know you're ready. They see you again. I live with them. Wacken is there. Wacken is going on. But we walk through the town. We talk to the people. We eat with them. We drink with them. We party with them. It's so great. And it's when you go to Party Song, when you go to Summer Breeze, and it's so everywhere in Germany. I mean, you guys are very friendly, very warm heart. And that's what I really love about Germany, that I always wants to return to Germany, Infernal.
Thank you very much. That's great to hear. Because, in the past, Germany was not that welcoming country. And I think we have proved that we are not fucking racist or assholes. And everybody's welcome in Germany. And especially the metal scene is very, very overwhelming and very, they're really appreciating that also people from other countries come to our country and we can celebrate the metal together, That makes us a big union, and that's so great. And I hope that we two can meet and drink a beer together.
Infernal, to say goodbye, I really want you to say hello before I leave to the other band members, to Sataniac, to Odin, and to Hont. And once again, I'm going to hand you over the microphone of Madam Messiah Radio for you to thank whomever you want to thank.
Yeah, thank you, first of all, for this great opportunity to be on your show, Vampire. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hope to meet you one day in person in front of the stage in the first row, banging our heads together to create heavy metal music. So, bang or be banged. Yeah, thanks to Metal Messiah Radio. Cheers!
Infernal, once again, I wish you all the best with Disaster. And it's so great to hear from you guys. It's so great to have you guys back with a great new album. And yes, I wish you all the best with Churches Without Saint. And I hope this COVID is over. Hope that you guys start touring. And I hope that I can go back to see festivals. I can go back to the festivals in Europe. And I hope to meet you on the road. Yes.
Yeah, that would be fucking great. So have a nice weekend. Don't drink too much.
Okay, like I always say, metal on. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We shall overcome. Yeah.
Yo, bye-bye.
Bye. See you.
destruction.